I know you missed us. We're back. It's Dr. Heckle. It's Snoe Plaus. It's MD2L. Here, the big lights, the big city boss on the MD2L stream.
5 seconds.
We're back.
4.
Welcome back to Heckle Studios. Welcome back to MD2L action. We got a ripper of a best of 2 here. We're ripping through these bands. And as soon as I hide and unhide the Dota scene, and yeah, now you can see them too. Snow, this is the offlaner fiesta. Why don't you walk us through this Undying Phoenix first pick for both of these squads? And tell us who these squads even are. I haven't said anything about this.
Right. Yeah, well, I think a lot of this draft... Well, first of all, hello, everyone. I'm Snoe Plaus. Nice to host these games with you once again. But this is a lot of focus given to the safe lane. So Undying's a nice 4, in which he could pressure the opposing safe lane, or he could go a defensive 5 and kind of try to stabilize it. Because safe lane is not a very happy place to be right now. There's often a lot of pressure.
It's awful.
Yeah. So we're seeing some kind of aggression and team fight. And some defensive capabilities coming from this Undying and this Phoenix. And just a rash of offlaners banned out.
Oh, wow. Baby. A pick after my own heart. It's Elder Titan. I'm getting desktop audio. Folks, you're not getting messages on Discord. That's me not going to Do Not Disturb. Apologies. But yeah.
All good. The Elder Titan to follow up this Phoenix here. If you reduce the magic resist, Phoenix pumps out a ton of damage.
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially just all pure damage if you're in the mix with Elder Titan, plus if people are hitting the egg, you can follow that up with setting down a big old Earth Splitter, or if you have other setup. I see, the Magnus is banned, the Clockwork is banned. Winter Wyvern also banned. These big team fight ults, big initiation capabilities. That's banned out by Enigma Goon Squad. That is, of course, that is Fate's team. Captain Brian's Grin Esports. No, not that Grin Esports, the other one. That is Captain Brian's team. And they've banned out Darkseer, Lena, and Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor, a peculiar ban. This is not exactly the same Witch Doctor that we saw on LAN with, what was the,
Voodoo Festoration.
Voodoo Festoration.
Yes.
That's right.
It was way overtuned.
Yes, that was a scourge of a facet when it was out. That's one of the few times where, like,
10 seconds left.
You're playing Dota and it doesn't really actually feel like you're playing Dota. It feels like you're just doing, like, a custom game or something. It's just so beyond the pale.
That's like when I got Coupe, the Maori people in Civ 6 today.
Oh, yeah.
I was playing a different game.
Those first couple of turns, a very different game. But Mars, a familiar face. One of the offlaners that weren't banned. Of course, offlaners are hot in short supply. But yeah, there's your team fight. There's your catch. You got good nukes, good lane presence. He's a big old bully through and through. And this Mirana pick.
Yeah, and the Mars was a great block pick too, because Mars is great with AT, great with Phoenix. So it also gives them some more initiation and a stun to kick things off. You don't want your Mirana to try to do that. You want to have your Mirana follow up with a stun. Oh boy.
Okay. And it's going to be a Medusa Ember Spirit 2-pack. Now my question for you, dear brother of mine, is this a core Medusa? Or is this going to be a support Medusa?
It's flexible right now. The matchup isn't perfect against Undying. Okay. And it's not great against Anti-Mage either.
Yeah, wow.
But this is what the support can kind of call out. If you put up a super aggressive offlaner and take tempo, you can crush the Anti-Mage before he comes online. But against Undying, that's a much, much harder kind of feat to stake there. I cannot stress to you how bad that matchup still is. Like, Medusa versus Anti-Mage head-on.
It's miserable.
I don't care if it's support. I don't care if it's core. It's just, you're a balloon.
It's miserable. It's awful. It's unplayable. When Manta comes online for Anti-Mage, it's like, what do? You hit your ult and you hope you don't die during the duration, I guess.
You BKB. You need a BKB if you're core. Because you counter everything against AM if you have BKB.
It's a Huskar ban?
But the problem is... Yeah, and you have a little more lockdown now with the new ability, the Gorgon's Grasp.
Indeed, yeah, that could keep anti-mages in their place so you could at least step back a couple of paces. This Huskar ban is good because it was by Grin Esports, and the good folks over at Enigma Goon Squad are still looking for their mid laner. Anti-Mage almost assuredly their safe lane carry, Mars the off laner. But yeah, they are in need of a mid laner. And Huskar, for whatever reason, they decide to really tune up that self damage, outgoing damage.
And we're seeing bans targeted specifically for this mid Ember Spirit matchup, because some of his two worst matchups are the Huskar and the MK. So they're looking to get the Ember a decent game. I still don't know where they're putting this Medusa. It was hasty. They had to have known something like this was coming. Yeah. So let's see what they end with.
Sorry, just checking to make sure our stream is going through, and it is. We are on that main stream.
Fantastic. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, with us here on a Wednesday night, here to watch some Dota.
Wednesday night's Dota night, baby. You know?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
Been a constant these past couple of months, and for the first time, the sole source of my income right now. So, thank you, MD2L.
Let's go.
Let's see, Ed. It's gonna be Drow Ranger for Enigma Goon Squad's final pick. This has to be.
I think it's mid Drow.
It's gotta be mid Drow unless it's mid anti-mage or something.
We've seen Stranger Things. So that's not the worst matchup.
That's true.
Anti-Mage has some good mid matchups.
5 seconds.
Yep.
Like Quap isn't bad. Because you can't reflect the Mystic Snake if it's not targeted on you, so you could kind of get bullied out of lane.
Okay.
He's stronger when you can just blink on and hit later.
That's fair.
But in lane, it's not too pleasant.
Yeah. Does Drow look abnormally small to you, by the way?
Drow's tiny in the back.
Drow is very small behind everybody else.
Well, like canonically, you got the Mars in the front in this V formation.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if we were arranging these people, I'd probably swap Mirana in Undying if this were like Underlords, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably.
Oh, what if it's Healbot Undying? That's my favorite way to play the hero. Just Holy Locket, sit in the back and just spam heals. That 15 talent is just, it's peak. Oh, baby.
And another hero that has sort of come back into prominence, it's Axe. And that's going to be the offlaner for Grin Esports. So our drafts
That's what we were talking about.
Set. Yeah, now we got initiation, there's crowd control, there's somebody to hold you in place for the egg, hold you in place for the Earth Splitter. And yeah, we got Bry Guy on Elder Titan, JB on Phoenix, Pixie with Tail on Medusa, Rye now on Ember Spirit, and Baby B on Axe. That's Grin Esports over on Enigma Goon Squad is going to be Ward. Ward is optional? We'll just call him Ward. Lavender on Mirana, Trackney on Mars, D. Lahiba on Anti-Mage, and Cleaner Man on Drow Ranger. Going for a sidestep over...
Magebane's Mirror on the Anti-Mage, I think, is the bigger headline.
Yeah, is that the Reflector?
That's the Reflector. What are you reflecting this game?
Battle Hunger, if you're a god.
That's it.
And Snake, if the Medusa is bad.
Yeah,
Beyond that...
I don't know about that, but I think Vantage or Sidestep, both are good.
Sure.
We're seeing Bloodsport Mars.
Almost exclusively.
Ooh, and the Rotting Mitts Undying. Very interesting there.
Oh, yeah, that gives you a zombie when you're the Golem. No, it's Monothirst.
It's Monothirst. Okay. I was about to say, that does not make sense. Like, I'm no authority, like true authority.
Mm-hmm.
I have been playing Anti-Mage for, like, 13 years now.
Uh-huh.
And...
You don't write your rhymes anymore? It's just all off the top of your head?
When I'm playing AM, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But that's our draft. Yeah, flip it over to the main game screen, folks. It's going to be game one of Enigma Goon Squad versus the other team, Grin Esports. I'm having a little trouble checking some stuff, but it's okay.
Both teams smoking right off the bat, and some pleasantries coming in team chat.
Good luck, have fun all around. You know, we keep it clean here in MD2L.
Yes, indeed. I'm going to take a look at the items. Wow, 4 wands coming out from the Goon Squad.
Was that a mover? Because you're carrying all of us.
What is that voice line?
That is Kezu coming through.
Kezu?
We're going to see a fight in top.
Oh, yeah.
All of us.
Uh-huh. There is the spirit.
The arrow is missed.
Yep. Oh, but it is an impale onto this Medusa. A 3-person sleight of fist coming out, and it is just, yeah, this is a back alley brawl. People are just getting...
Oh, moly. Oh, the mana break is severe.
Yep, that is painful. Painful for
The wand,
Trixie,
though.
failed.
Oh,
That is going to be 2
AM will
on
die.
the floor. AM on the floor.
Oh,
Elder Titan also down. Tombstone committed in front of this tier 2.
yeah. Can they protect that?
No,
Not against
Axe
this
in the
Phoenix
back,
under
though.
tower.
Cleans up the
Wow.
Mars. Baby B with the good game sense on that Axe to clean up that Mars. Makes it an even 2-for-2 split. Who's going to take these runes? Because there are still 4 bounty runes, and if the Dire team are savvy,
and they've got an ancient.
they
And
could
that's
just
that.
scoop all
Only
4.
you should have an
They
ancient.
have
It's true.
two.
Kidding me? Get mad.
It's anti-mage middle.
It is anti-mage middle. That's going to be
Yeah.
Dilahiba's anti-mage.
Wow.
In the mid lane with a full magic wand with 3 charges did not help them out very much in that initial engagement. We'll be going up against this Ember Spirit that's right now. And that's an interesting matchup. I don't actually know how that resolves.
Well, Ember's not too pleased because he can't really trade right clicks because he's losing the mana.
Do they
It's
all
not, he's not losing a lot.
they all have this voice line? That's insane. That's great coordination.
I mean, that's what OG did. They coordinated their voice lines. Middle lane is just a bully fest.
Yeah, they're just slapping each other. Wow, right now dropping very low. Yeah, Dilahiba's just kind of taking him to task. So sleep at the wheel for that last hit and that last hit, but, you know, who am I to judge?
Can't get them all.
Meanwhile, up here, we
Undying got him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good eyes. Got Battle Hunger on him. A couple more Fire Spirits, a couple more right clicks, and... Oh! The fadeaway shot. The right click onto Ward is optional. Ward falling low, but I think we'll be able to thug it out with the tower regen. Phoenix throwing out
Has the
some...
voice lines. Yeah.
It's incredible. What did Axe said?
Whoa, middle lane, crazy aggression.
Yeah.
A blink forward.
Absolutely no mana on this Ember Spirit now. Meanwhile, up top you got just Medusa and Elder Titan matching up pretty well up against this Mars and Mirana. There have been a couple very good snakes from Pixie with Tail, skipping them out off of a creep, hitting both of those heroes. And, yeah, this anti-mage is just bullying this poor Ember Spirit under tower.
Yeah.
Chronically low on mana, like pretty much the entire time.
It's the same principle as Huskar or Monkey, where Ember can't trade right clicks, and he's going to lose his resources, right? He harasses with mana, so trading right clicks with AM hurts a lot.
Yep. Of course, there's not much you can do against Sleight of Fist. You can't blink disjoint it. Once you're marked, you're marked. But, yeah, this is pretty even after an extremely bloody first blood. Like, really just
A barroom brawl.
flat out drag out brawl. Sidestep action going down here with Drow and Undying up against this Phoenix Axe. That's got to be a bottle up now on the Ember Spirit. They are healing. Maybe some lane presence regained with the presence of that mana and that health.
Yep. The bottle will help sustain, so you can harass a little bit more. I am going for an aggressive 2 points in mana break, just to try to counter that out. It's
Yeah.
working.
2-2-0. I mean, you're not reflecting anything, right? So,
Yes, that's true. Well, the magic resist is nice. 1 point is 15.
sure.
The biggest point for that skill.
I mean, you got the immolation from Ember Spirit. That's sort of like passive. That passive
hurts.
damage. Yeah, it hurts. It stacks up over time, but you know, ultimately, it's you know, haven't been seeing much Flame Guard. Haven't been seeing much Searing Chain. So the magic damage isn't really a concern right now.
But both Lotuses going to the Dire here, that's relevant. They can be a little more aggressive in the lane.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, Axe getting a little big for his bridges. Commits the Tombstone, but this is, of course, an Axe, as zombies just make him angry. But Ward falling low to the flames, but gets cleaned up. Baby B goes down, hits the deck. That's a dead Axe at the hands of this Drow Ranger. It's 3-2 Goose Squad.
That's going to be a problem for them until Medusa turns into a lawnmower. Is dealing with those zombies. Axe doesn't like it too much. Phoenix is not a great hitter, and then you have 3 melee.
Yeah, it cancels blink, of course. It does give you stacks for spin, which is nice.
Yeah.
But beyond that, not too much doing.
I'm curious what the Sam's going to build. It's going for early treads. No
Sure.
indication if it's going to be a Diffusal, a Vanguard, a Manta, Battle Fury from the mid. We don't know.
Yep. I mean, could be that, yeah, like you said, that good old battle build with the Vanguard. Some Fire Spirits committed out here, down here in bottom, onto Ward. Seals it back with the PK. Pops the Mango. Now, this is
no tune yet.
I can tell you specifically, this is a nightmare matchup for Axe. Because normally you're like, oh, there's a ranged carry. I can tank those hits. I'm Axe. I'm thick. I'm big. Hit me all you want. I don't give a shit. But Drow with those frost arrows, it's hard to approach.
Yeah, Drow and dying.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Particularly when marksmanship comes up. Oh, but it's a twin gate gank here from the Elder Titan. Gets silenced forward, almost assuredly a dead Drow. But the answer is back onto that Elder Titan. Mars TP's in as well to help the fight. This Phoenix is falling low. The zombies, though, messing up that Axe, preventing the forward aggression. Ward goes down, and now it's a low health fight between Axe and Mars. Axe getting healed up by this Phoenix Sunray. Will live. Meanwhile, Mars just TP's back up. Pops his wand, has a little bit of gas in the tank. Will limp back to his ancestral home here in top lane. Bottom's where all the action is, man. This is
Indeed, yeah. Bottom's crazy. Just non-stop fighting. That benefits the Dire. If one safe lane is all tied up in battle, and the other one's just passively pushing and farming in waves, they love that.
Can we get a couple more plosives?
Pushing and pushing and plotting.
Plotting, plowing. Hold on.
Oh yeah, shout out to my plows out there.
Oh yeah. It's we got Rye now on Ember Spirit. Looking to make a rotation here. They want it back in blood.
Yes, level 6.
Yep. So he's got that Fire Remnant. Finally has the mana again.
Oh.
He'll tank some tower shots for his aggression, but jumps directly onto that. Drow Ranger. Tombstone committed, though, in the back. She'll go down. Undying to follow. Phoenix will answer for these sins, though. Anti-Mage joining the fight.
Whoa,
Blinks in.
Careful.
Unceasing Dirge, though. He's back
Still
up.
anti-mage.
Yeah. 3v1 Anti-Mage, just like my pubs. Goes for the mana break. Maybe a little premature here. Blinks down, cleans up the Axe. Trying to get away now. Astral Spirit in pursuit. Dilahiba, you got to get out of there. This isn't your side of the... Well, it is your side of the map, actually. Hold that thought.
He can't run from Mana Thirst. He saw.
Yeah. He's just going to leave. Anti-Mage slinking out the side. Right, guys, taking some bounty runes. Oh! They meet. There's a brief locking of eyes from across the dance floor, and then ultimately, they leave. He's got that thirst,
Yeah,
though.
wow, can they do this? On Anti-Mage, I guess. Wow, just hiding behind the trees there.
Yeah.
Very patient.
You know when you're like a kid, and you like sort of put yourself sideways, and you're like a thin tree, and you're like,
Yes.
no one can
No
see me.
one sees you.
Or like a street lamp if you were raised in a city. And you don't know what a tree is, I guess.
Trees, foreign, strange things. Mirana needs experience. Level 3 ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah, not at 7 minutes. And I've been here, folks. It's not great. Let's see who got those wisdom runes. Even got the wisdom rune.
Whoa, there's a fight at the triangle.
Sanity.
Oh, wow, yeah. The invasion of this stack, and Phoenix will not let this transgression stand. They'll try to clean up this tombstone before these zombies go too ham. Have to cancel the Sunray maybe a little sooner, but
Yeah, it's beautiful. They just needed one more hero, I think. One more hero around the Undying.
yeah. But will not stop this Axe, who is now level 6. Choppy Chop has that calling blade.
Yep.
Funny thing is, has
We'll see
the
this, Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, has the icon for the sort of unarmed axe, but has an axe. So I don't know what the deal with that is.
That's for sure. Axe looking to honor his namesake.
Axe is honor bound, canonically.
That's good. Axe is loyal.
I think canonically he's not, because I think his whole thing is that he killed like all of his friends.
Axe is not loyal.
Axe is not loyal. The hose? They are not loyal. Meanwhile, we see 3 Dire heroes converging mid. The Slide of Chains onto this anti-mage. Level 8, burning every piece of mana Elder Titan has ever known. A stomp slightly off the mark, I'd say, from that Elder Titan.
It was close. It was like a predictive. 0 points in counter spell. Not
Okay.
afraid of the magic threat.
Yeah, that's
Which is fair. There's not a tremendous magic threat because he's not fighting the Phoenix, right?
sure. It's Bragai opting for the 1-2-1 build, putting points into natural order ahead of sort of getting that extra damage on that Echo Stomp, and of course the extra sleep duration. No, I know a lot of Elder Titans just forgo the ult until they have like 4 points up in both, usually the 4-4-0 by level 8.
Yeah. Oh, and guess what we're seeing from AM? Disperser Rush.
Disperser Rush, you're right. Now,
Just
the
look
Dire
at
will
that.
see this. They're going to chase him through the Twin Gate. Oh. Oh, my goodness. Wow,
What
that
time to
chunked
fire.
Marana. Did you see this?
Marana is feeling the pain.
Marana
Level
was
4. Yeah.
about to go through the Twin Gate and gets shoulder checked by Roshan onto the low ground. You can't get
Oh.
out of that little ledge area. By the way, she's going to need to leave, but it's on cooldown.
Oh, jeez.
It's a
Or eat
disaster.
the tree to the left. I think you can eat that tree.
Yeah, and she'll want to because there's a tango. There's a tango. And she's got like 2 health. 10-minute.
Yeah.
Roche did
Oh.
clap.
Well, they know. Actually, that gives away the ward.
Yeah, not so couth from the Ember Spirit. A bit of a tactical error, if you ask me. But
Just popping off there. Going for the Mage Slayer on the Ember Spirit, looking to reduce the magic damage coming out of Mars on Undying, right?
and this Marana is
Oh.
absolutely
Dire's
cooked.
middle tower is in trouble from the way it's being destroyed.
Oh no,
He can run out of it.
Radiant's
he
bottom
knows
tower
because
is
he was
getting
present.
obliterated.
He was there.
Okay, fine. You can look. It's kind of
Yes,
funny.
and they do have a ward too.
Yes, yeah, of
Dire's
course.
scanning all over for enemies.
Not the tactical error that I once predicted. This tower is cooked. Bottom T1. They'll glyph it, but to what end?
Don't look now.
2K gold lead for Grin Esports as they take this down up to 3K. It's an 8-6 kill lead for them too. Enigma Goon Squad, you know, they're going to scale pretty well with mid anti-mage, Disperser Rush or not. Actually, yeah, it's Disperser into Manta. Strow Ranger looking for that Hurricane Pike. Probably just the Dragon
You can
Lance
tell Dire's
to
middle
lead
tower
off.
is in
But
trouble from the way it's being destroyed as I speak.
Indeed. Yeah, opting for no Stone Gaze yet. Just no fear.
yeah, we can't live with fear in
Hasn't
our
been
heart.
pressured, hasn't been touched.
Don't look
73
now, but Radiant's bottom
last
tower
hits
is
in
getting
11 minutes.
obliterated.
That is
You
the
can look,
ideal
it's kinda
start you
funny.
want for your Medusa. The question is, can she uphold against this draft?
Yeah, we check out
Not a
these.
good matchup against Drow. Definitely not good against Anti-Mage.
Definitely not. Definitely not. But 3 out of the 4 big earners, they're
Don't
all
look
on the
now,
Dire
but
side.
Radiant's
It's only that
bottom
anti-mage
tower
that's
is
sort of
getting obliterated. Okay, fine. You can look, it's kinda funny.
pontooning Radiant over there, Enigma Goon Squad. This Stroud could be doing better. This Mars is really, truly suffering. Oh, and this Ember Spirit will catch Undying. Puts out the Decay to try to soak up a little bit. They will not pursue
Dire's top
downhill.
tower
They do
is
not wish
really
to
deep.
dive. Oh,
Yeah, they're mad deep.
yeah, they're hanging out in the jungle. And yeah, the drawing is coming out from the Mars. They're saying like they're gonna come up and they're gonna kill you mid. So I'd probably leave there.
Yep.
Hope
Did
Dire's
you?
middle
I need that
tower
Elder
is
Titan
destroyed.
taunt. Did
That
you
thing is
hear that?
standing on its last legs.
That funky
Radiant's
base.
barrier
Hold that
is
phone
getting
though.
obliterated.
That's a massive damage
Uh-oh.
from Anti-Mage. Good sleep though, but a counter arrow from Marana jumps in. You're level 4, man. I would have done that personally. But that's now the Undying's dead too. That's 2 big chops from Axe.
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on
Oh
by a
man,
thread.
9
Little
code of
too
blood
aggro.
stack.
You're carrying all of us.
Things are looking dire. for
Looks like
Dire's
AM's
bottom
going
tower.
top, though, for a counter kill. With the defusal, this could be a...
Yeah. Oh my
Some
God.
Somebody's
Look at this.
smiling.
Fours.
Gee.
Oh,
Radiant's
pops
throwing all they've got at Dire's
the
bottom
wand. We'll save their life for a little bit. Oh, Anti-Mage! Oh, the tips come out. A massive TP response spells doom for that AM. Holy Moses on the mountain. That Medusa looked dead to rights.
Dire is kicking sweet.
Yeah,
on
I think there was a...
Radiant's
Oh,
bottom
no, the
tower.
stack. I think there was a super clutch mana boots usage from the Medusa right before the mana void.
Oh, sick.
It's actually crazy how much that matters, because the mana differential and then the amount of damage absorbed, it's super hard.
Yeah. Regardless, that's going to be a second tower down now at the hands of Grin Esports. Their lead goes up to 5K. 11-6 is the kill lead. And man, it is... it's not looking super great.
Yeah, and a really mature... Like, Medusa held the point off of Stone Gaze as long as she could, and just said, I don't need it then, but I need it now, and it saved Medusa's life. An absolute ideal start for the Snake.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it, top net worth, all 3 top net worth spots being claimed by Dire Cores.
Yep. Taking a look through items, the neutral items are coming up, still a couple missing from the Goon Squad.
Yep, full slate of T1s for Grin Esports. We see all the classics, Royal Jelly. Oh, pardon me, Safety Bubble. Arcane Ring. If you had to bring back one neutral item, and I know Iron Talon exists again, so you can't say Iron Talon.
I'm not that big of an Iron Talon fan.
That's true. You were not an all player.
What did I like, dude? I don't even remember. I'll have to look through some of the old. I'll have to look through some of the old ones to see my favorites.
Oh, what was the one that gave Keen Scope, Keen Lens?
Keen Lens was cool. That gave attack range.
Yeah.
Straight on sniper. Oh, what was the old lifesteal one?
Oh,
like the mask or whatever.
It's kind of fun.
I'm bringing that one back because back when it gave percent lifesteal, it was just a free morbid mask.
Oh,
yeah. Stats like 7 stats or something. Insane.
Yeah, that was a no-brainer pick for carries. And we see a big jungle presence now for Grin Esports, depriving the Radiant of a lot of this passive gold in their safe jungle, and they're just starving them out. The Drow is... Oh, they're taking their stacks, too. I don't know if that was freshly stacked, maybe by this Phoenix here, but... Seeing G-Griefs come up for them. Axe working on that blink almost assuredly. Has the blade mail up.
We see, like, in the net worth, they're looking to be aggressive with the 6K lead, because they know later in the game, just with the draft, things could fall apart very easily.
Yeah, you cannot ever sleep on a Drow Ranger without the armor penetration works on her ult. I think they're just going to get this mid tower for free, as Radiant seems pretty content with seeding here, but out flies a beautiful arrow onto that Ember Spirit. But this AM cannot stop blinking into these awful scenarios. Gets erased from existence. Tower goes down anyway. You gotta make better life decisions. A Moonlight Shadow comes out now from the Radiant.
It's now a time of safety, right? The Goon Squad's strong with their items with Blink Blade Mail Axe. That's a natural predator to these low health agility carries that are already doing a lot of damage. This is when it starts getting difficult to show on lane, and your wards become super important, because you need to see the enemy coming, and you need to know, if they're 5, we can't fight right now. We have Drow anti-mage for a reason.
Yep. And is there enough farm for the two of them to get online in a reasonable amount of time, is my question. Against this aggression, I mean, you look at the team fight, it is Axe, you got Egg, you got Earth Splitter. It's brutal.
Well, this isn't what was supposed to happen.
That's true, too.
AM was supposed to be more of an aggressive playmaker at this stage of the game. That's why you go the Diffusal build.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there is the chains into taunt. Oh! Ooh. Bit of a goof 'em up there from the Axe. Fails the chop. Oh, but the sleight of fist cleans that up, but the Dirge is unceasing. But where does Medusa die? Is that a Mars ult committed?
Yeah, Mars ulti with the anti-mage there. That's exactly, like, that can happen. If you're stunned for 2 seconds as Medusa, you can die against that build.
Yes, absolutely. All things considered, a fairly even trade. We don't see a lot of movement net worth-wise. And, like, yeah, we even see 500-ish gold going the way of Enigma Goon Squad.
That's important. I mean, and that's how they have to take this. Right now, you cannot fight the Axe.
Oh, this Undying cannot help but keep fighting the Ember Spirit. There's the taunt onto the Mirana. She is almost assuredly next. The double kill now. Rhino on that mega kill on this Ember Spirit, having the game of games after that pretty awful early laning experience against that AM. But now that the bully's away, the mice shall play, as it were, and they are going to try to continue to threaten this T2 here in mid.
This Axe is just absolute daddy right. He is the strongest hero on the map and knows it.
Oh man, this Drow came to the. They're gonna throw the kitchen sink at her for good reason. Like I said, you don't want to let her get too good a start, and they're doing a good job at sort of nipping that one at the bud. Anti-Mage blinks into the middle of 3 heroes again. The Sunray comes out, but there's Medusa as well coming out. They'll find Mars, they'll find AM, they find the Undying, and it is getting pretty silly for this Dire team. They have plenty of creeps. They'll take this tier 2 tower almost assuredly. Now here comes the Glyph. There's some defense being mounted by Enigma's Goon Squad. I don't want to give it up too easy, but Snow, that is a tough series of events to sink your teeth into.
No, the Arena Blood was a couple seconds off of coming up. And the key is, like, they need to be stunned, they need to be split by the arena, and then you can take a fight, right? The Supernova was down at that point. They'd used a lot already, but they just went a couple seconds too early.
And that Drow got. You know, it would not shock me if this Elder Titan got the Echo Stomp, Aghanim Shard, and an arrow off the mark here in mid lane. Get some more damage on that tower. It's an 11k gold lead now for Grin Esports. 19-7 kill lead for them as well. As the smoke comes out.
What's the plan? Okay, so for those of you that don't know me, one of my greatest Dota skills is holding my shit together when I'm down, right? When we're not in the lead. So it's always about coming up with a plan, coming up with a win condition. What's your route back into this game? You have to smoke on them, get a quick pick on someone that's not Axe, because he is daddy. And yeah, just way too strong.
Look at this mature item choice here too now. I love that one, the casual ring of protection. Oh, but hold that thought. It's going to be a blink onto the Drow. How did you even get there, man? That's the chop onto that position 1 Drow. Is Undying, almost a sure to follow, but there's a fail dunk. Clean up anyway. There's the tip. They know it. They're feeling themselves. They're playing slap ass.
Yeah, and with the Talisman of Evasion on Medusa, that's exactly the right move. Because you will be able to, like, the Anti-Mage is not going to be able to buy MKB or any Pierce anytime soon. Needs to finish a million other items. Not so good against Drow, but the Drow isn't really seen as a big threat yet by the Medusa. Drow has a decent matchup one-on-one, but with the help of this Axe and the ET and an Ember, there's a lot backing up. This is not an easy dragon.
They have so much jump, like you said. Like, they have so many ways to get on the Drow. There's only so much that she can do. They steal the Wisdom Rune. They take out the T2. They're going to steal the Tormentor, too. It is... You check the graph, and it kind of speaks for itself here. It's resting at a pleasant 80% for win rate, but golden XPR.
Look at bottom. This could be the big chance. They're just going Medusa right now.
Okay. Oh, yeah. She's here. She's at half health. They're doing the stack. Does Medusa know?
Maybe not.
She was thinking about it. Oh, do they scan? Who scanned that? That was a dire scan onto the Ancients. So I guess it caught.
And then they go on mid.
Yep. Just like that. They got the Undying.
A missed dunk, so that's down for 85 seconds. 80 seconds for a missed dunk. That's pretty brutal.
Yeah, and they're going off in team chat about that. I don't know if you heard that sound.
I heard the bonks, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Ember hasn't died.
No, he has not. 7-0-6. Kind of a marquee performance here from the mid laner right now. Of course, Baby B 8-2-8, not too shabby themselves.
The butterfly is online on Medusa. Gossamer Cape Butterfly, that's brutal.
Yeah, I don't...
This is the exact timing. This is just... I think this is kind of some draft mastery. Like, they had to have known the AM was coming and they had something in store.
Like, if you're Enigma's Goon Squad then, right, like, it was that... Oh, that... Oh, a great TP there from the Mirana, saving her own life. Ballsy
fantastic TP, yeah.
Yeah.
No, with Elder Titan with the Boots of Bearing Rush, has nothing. Phoenix didn't go Yules. They didn't have to. They're going for the more supporty mech build, which is great this game. It's been keeping people alive.
Who is Yules?
Nobody.
Oh.
No Yules, so they can keep you away. BKB is up on Axe, which is tough to deal with. You need to kite around that. It has to be pick apart and split and then pick apart, especially with an AM, right?
Yep.
Scary against an Axe. If you don't see Axe on the map, you can't show ever, anywhere.
Anywhere. It could be right in front of your base. I've been that core who's just like, I'm 2 inches off of my T3 ramp. Certainly the Axe won't come and cut my head off from here. He always does.
Yep. He always does.
Crochan now. Medusa.
Oh boy. Yeah.
With the Aegis, we all know. In our stack, we know what that scenario becomes.
Yes.
Ave, faithful to Kaisar. There's no
The thing is, like, you're avoiding some freak accident where you get speared into the base and then the arena and Medusa's just can't hit any buttons.
Yeah.
That's a loose condition.
That's true. And here's a smoke now. You're saying you got to get these quick picks on people that aren't Axe. They're looking for this Phoenix now. They will just barely miss them. Oh, Phoenix. Oh boy. Oh no, anti-mage. You can't help from up there. Get down. You got stomped out? Did.
Fortified bottom. Are they going to try to fight this now? It's a 4v5.
Yeah, they're TPing there. TPing in. Undying making his press and stone with that decay. The slap now with the soul rip. Has only 2 levels in Tombstone. Still is working through the those last couple levels of soul rip as well. Still level 11. 25 minutes in. That is that's kind of suffering.
It's been a while since you got kills. This XP from this patch is all about kills.
Yeah.
So it's saying like, okay, I'm under-leveled. Why am I under-leveled? Try being a little more conservative in fights. See if you can live through 1 or 2. Sure, still throw out your spells, but living through fights is insanely important. Top for the pick. This is big.
Yep. This is it. They find Elder Titan. Can't TP out. Doesn't have the... Wait. Nope. Found.
Yeah, fair.
Caught. The mana burns. Up.
Scanning for enemy.
Gets G-grieved, and then the AM instantly bails. The Titan truly says no.
Well,
Misery.
that's a good instinct. If it's getting messy and you know there's another hero there, you can't be Rambo right now. That was a mature Dota decision from the AM.
Yeah, and like there are so many times where you think you have a good idea and it takes a little too long. You gotta have like really good players know when like your goose is cooked and when to abandon that kind of that endeavor. Aegis is still up here on this Medusa, at least for another 2.5 minutes. 22-8 kill score, 13k gold lead. And they are bravely up here on the Radiant high ground. Smacking away at this T3, tanks an arrow. She'll get shot a couple of times, but that Gleipnir comes out. Blink in from Axe. Doesn't even get the chance to chop. Just instantly murders the Undying, but the Dirge is unceasing. Already back up on the field. T3 goes down. And here is the Moonlight Shadow. They're coming through. Oh, it's a beautiful spear into Arena. It's not enough. Phoenix Egg is about to open up. The BKBs are out. And Undying is going to go down for realsies this time. Meanwhile, Mars is chased out of the base. Oh, Phoenix going down. Oh, Medusa also going down. The buybacks are coming out. Could this be the crucial overextension from the Dire side? The spear comes out. Should have hit the wall, but didn't. Very strange. Undying back on the field. Life number 3 helps take out that Elder Titan. Anti-mage chasing him down. That is going to be a fat axe kill if they can get it. Same with Medusa. Goes down. Oh, Wicked 6 streak going the way of Mirana. Chronically under-leveled. Now, that's like 3 levels just from this fight alone. Finds the Phoenix. Gonna go towards the high ground. Blinking up. Speared back. Adding to the river. Anti-mage. That's a double kill. A costly, costly fight for both sides.
Wait a second.
still some
That was
life.
huge.
Still some life in the old Radiant side, and we check these grabs, and suddenly things are looking up. I mean, you know, it's like 71% versus 80%. Win rate now for the Dire, but you know, you don't want to give this Drow or this AM any areas of Ingress back into this game. You know.
Yes. You want to shut things down now. Anti-Mage is still great late game hero and good against the hyper farmed carry. Because at the start of that fight, that was actually a beautiful spear into arena from the Mars, and then the Anti-Mage went in the back to take out the Ember. Ember's first death at the start of that team fight.
Yeah, and a really good reaction time from that Ember to get out of the arena, but like you said, the AM was waiting there. Arms open, says, "Come to mommy." Takes him out.
Level 18 on the Anti-Mage now, one level below the Medusa. You kind of have a game. They chose good targets to get on the Ember. Ember maturely now going for a BKB, saying, "I don't want that to happen again." Has it flying on the Courier. And it's not even 30 minutes. These heroes are stacked.
Yeah, this is a lot of gold, a lot of XP coming around through this game. It's yeah, BKB up on Mars. Saw a ton of BKBs come out during that high ground siege. Of course, Axe with that BKB as well. 9 and 3, but man, just a ton of gold. A ton of gold. Like it was what did I say? Like 16, 15k lead. Now down to 11k. As slowly but surely that map pressure is being relinquished by Grin Esports.
Don't look now, but
Mars is looking towards a sheep to try to counter these BKBs.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, if you can get that jump, you can't BKB out of sheep.
Yep. If you start out the chain stun with the sheep, that's something I learned from a good Dota friend over playing in Europe. We go one game on the European server, and it's an hour-long romp.
Radiant
is,
scanning around for enemies.
Good point to say, like, start with the sheep. It's instant. You can chain stun
eyes.
after that.
Yeah, and it helps that he was playing Keeper of the Light that game.
Yep.
That increased cast range. Absolutely.
Oh, we won that. Yeah, we won that one.
Oh, we won. All right. With blood, sweat, and tears, it helps that the enemy Magnus was going reverse polarity.
Huge smoke here. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Arrow?
Goes through. Oh, man, it's a 3-person arena. There's the Tombstone. Midnight Shadow. There's the Phoenix Egg, though. A big Earth Splitter. They found the Undying. A lot of bark. Very little bite, though. Coming out from the Radiant. There's the Blink onto the Mars now. Whatever life was pulsating within the Radiant, it might have just been squeezed out just now. I heard a mana break up here. That poor Ever Spirit cannot shake this Anti-Mage, bullying him relentlessly throughout this game. It's a Blink 4, tries to catch the Mirana. Is unsuccessful. Bullwhips herself, even with the Battle Hunger on her. Needs to keep breaking those blinks, but runs forward. Gets taunted. That's bound to be a chop. She hits the deck, and all these buybacks that we saw for the successful defense of the top tier 3 might have just gone kaput. The Sunray keeping those creeps healthy through the glyph. Now Drow Ranger being able to stand and deliver from behind. Gets up, blinks in, forces the BKB from the Axe. Oh, but AM blinks in aggressively, gets taunted up by the Axe. Gorgon's Grasp. A natural counter now to the Anti-Mage. Newton 737. They are able to push him off the tower, losing only the tier 3.
Yep. The unfortunate thing about the river fight, DD picked up on the Medusa. Well, fortunate, depending on who
the stomp, the blink. Oh, but the Tombstone save! The BBL Tombstone! The spear back! Now Axe getting healed up by the Sunray! It's a big arena of blood! Gets exploded by the Anti-Mage. But now, this Medusa stuck behind enemy lines. Mantis off the silence. Earth Splitter out, bisecting the fight. It's a lot of team fight ults committed. Swoops in from the Phoenix. These first set of racks is going to go down here. Medusa slamming away. Up, Gorgon's Grasp though. Medusa pecking away. I hear the BKB pop from the Ember Spirit going to Flame Remnant back, and now a quiet falls over the battlefield. It's only a ranged Rex! Claimed here by Grin Esports, but the fight continues. Anti-Mage pushing these creeps off of her lane down here in bottom. It is, it's close.
2 casts of Stone Gaze during that fight were absolutely key. And they were both doing arenas. So I think the cooldown kind of matches up. 95 seconds with 90 seconds. Yeah.
Yo, bro.
Just
was
a,
it maneuver? 'Cause you're carrying all of us.
That was a big gold swing. You know, about 1k gold. Still is a 16k gold lead for Grin Esports over Enigma Goon Squad, as they are desperately trying to hold, but hold they are. And maybe this gold is a little inflated because, you know, it's like 16 or 6 of this 16k is all in this Medusa, who is, you know, in these fights is controlling things quite nice with the Gorgon's Grasp and the Stone Gaze. But, you know, against this Anti-Mage with the Disperser finished, you know, you want to talk about hard counters, her effectivity may be waning.
The Tombstone counter for Axe Call is fantastic. That's going to change the complexion, especially against the sheep too. You see Axe is building up a sheep. Is Phoenix going odds? Not yet. That's going to be the next tier of counters. Saves on sheeps on sheep.
Yeah, so it'll be 5 people in one like pseudo ward versus 5 people in the other pseudo ward just hanging out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Roshan now for for Grin Esports.
To the Medusa.
Another Medusa Aegis. Roshan's banner in this one. It's not on the Phoenix. It's not on the Axe. Not on the Elder Titan. Who took it? Is it on Ember? Did Ember take it? Is it dropped in the pit?
It's on the Phoenix. It's on the Phoenix.
It is on the Phoenix? Okay. Oof. Maybe I'm just unobservant.
35-minute Wisdom Rune. Very timely pickup from that Mars. Going up to 19.5 there.
Oh, yeah.
Not too far behind the Medusa. XP's not too crazy far right now.
Yeah, it is rapidly approaching an even mark. It's only a 9k lead. It was down as far as... oh, sorry. Scratch that. 400 XP. It's 9k total for our Dire team. Used to be quite larger, but not so much
400 XP? That's not a lot.
Not a lot indeed. Man, Snow, I miss you doing the observer work because I'm getting quite tired of this.
I feel you, man.
Not that
next week? Actually, next week, I could cook something up. Oh, huge fight.
Oh, yeah, huge fight coming in here. Mars commits the BKB, commits the Arena of Blood, but Axe has a BKB of his own, walking it down. Has to Stone Gaze to leave, but Anti-Mage gets chained up, is in pursuit. A huge blink call from this Axe onto 2. The Tombstone save, though. I hear a Phoenix ult popping. There it is. It's a buyback from Marana. Drow's dead. No buyback. Another set of racks. Top this time. Undying rooted up. That's a ton of damage. He will not be waking up from that one. The Dirge not quite unceasing this time. And it is looking quite dire for the Radiant as Grin Esports is looking to finish off this last lane of racks here. 22 gold lead now. We can take out that fight recap. 1,500 gold swing. A lot of flashy stuff going in there. Huge Axe call to start things off. Again, another good... oh, but a blink in from the Anti-Mage onto Axe, who just taunts and says, all right, I guess, that's fine by me. They take out the racks, but this Medusa gets chopped up by this Disperser Anti-Mage. They're there again. Mantis away. Oh, a huge 3-man taunt with Blade Mail up. They're going to call it. Mars taps out, says no mas. 5 on the deck for Enigma Goon Squad, and Grin Esports will take game 1 here if this best of 2.
Incredible patience from the Axe. You don't want to be the frontliner there. You're the counter initiation waiting for the Anti-Mage. Just absolutely getting huge calls at the end there to shut the game down. What a game 1.
What a game.
A very strong performance from Grin Esports early, carrying that on, really pushing the tempo, but it wasn't fully in the books until the ancient died, right? Never really is.
Yeah, there were some really good, really stalwart defenses by Goon Squad, particularly around that T3 top. You know, it cost them a bunch of buybacks, but, you know, we saw that they could, in fact, bleed, and they did overextend a little bit. Bit off a bit more than they could chew. Didn't get any racks from that defense, but a couple of team fights later, they could not sustain. Maybe the axe got a little too big, Medusa got a little too big, and as we see, it just kind of all collapsed there at the end. But it's only game one, Snow. We got another one coming up for you.
Yeah. In terms of hero damage, I mean, Axe coming through with 30k, just a massive amount of damage running at heroes, making it hard to get a split push strategy on, pushing in lanes. A great job by the whole team there. That was a great team effort.
Yeah, good team coordination. I mean, to coordinate these team fights with the tombstones, with the arenas of blood, all that stuff, all of the Phoenix egg. I mean, Phoenix into Axe is just so devastating from so many angles, right? You just Sun Ray him to get his health back by percentages. You just jump in and call people who are attacking the egg. Like, they're a really happy couple. Really happy couple.
Yeah, and that was the first pick coming from them. They just slapped the Phoenix on the board early on, and it didn't seem like they had a ton of pressure. Dealt with it really well.
Yep. All right, folks, we'll be with you right back. I will have to restart Dota, unfortunately, because of some of the alt-tab nonsense going on with my with my personal computer. But stick around, because we got another game coming down the pipe for you. It's going to be Enigma Goon Squad versus Grin Esports. Game 2 coming up soon. Don't go away.
HDVD key.
back just like that. We don't even have any time
Starting in
to
5 seconds,
chill
with or without
or
you.
drink water or do our good like 1920s gangster impressions, because we got game 2 of Enigma Goon Squad versus Grin Esports. It's Dr. Heckle back
Radiant's up.
remote with Snoe Plaus here in beautiful Heckle Studios. Once again, I'm the only person here tonight. The other 80 desks, they're all in Berlin for Gamescom, but it will not stop us from bringing you this beautiful draft, which I will have to load in. There we are. And yeah, we got a lot of similar bands here from
10 seconds,
Enigma Goon
just long
Squad.
enough to
You know,
regret
the
every
Magnus,
choice
the
you've made
Clockwork,
if
the
you hurry.
Winter Wyvern. Meanwhile,
5
on the
seconds.
other side, we see Darkseer. We see
Dyer's choice.
Witch
Let's give it
Doctor,
a second.
and they're gonna just wait. Enigma Goon Squad will be running back the Undying. They did have them in that first game, if memory serves.
Sure, they're comfortable with it. They have a Grandmaster Undying player. Maybe they're just they're comfortable running strats around it, and you want to
10
play
seconds.
your team's strengths.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, we'd pick you Juggernaut
Radiant's
every
up,
chance we
banning
could
time.
get back in the good old days, and they're gonna go in a little bit of a different direction here. Last game, they first picked that Phoenix, in what I would call to great effect. I mean, like I said at the end of that first game, that pairing with the Axe just kind of enabled all sorts of shenanigans, team fights, picks, lane dominance to prosper. And instead, they're just gonna put their whole meat and potatoes on the table and just pick Sniper first overall.
Are they?
That's true. Draft ambiguity. It could be support Sniper. It's a
10
very
seconds.
astute observation. This could be
One
a
of my
bait pick.
favorite builds is boots
seconds.
first, headshot first, support sniper. You just run around peeping people, just procking headshots, being annoying, and your support spells are nice.
That sounds so degenerate and shitty.
Look, imagine
Dire
your
gets
support
the
right now. He's giving vision, magic damage, D-push, siege, and he's a tombstone killer. You're getting that from your first pick, regardless of it's a core or a support.
That's a really good point. That's a really good point.
The problem is, you can pick a lot of ways to
10
make
seconds.
Sniper sad.
Yeah, there's a lot of options there. You've got any hero
5
with
seconds.
a jump,
4.
like
you get it.
Zeus, Spectre. Like a support Sniper versus Spectre sounds like the worst thing I could imagine being tasked to play.
That's rough. You need gear as core sniper to survive a Spectre.
Yeah, I think
Right.
if that happens to you, I think at that point, if you're a support Sniper, if you're
Dyer's
getting jumped
choice.
by Spectre,
Let's
that
give him a
might be the
second.
go order for your
Lot
team
of
to
heroes to
seize a
choose from.
different objective. It's like, all
Indeed.
right, she blew her shit on me. Caught.
Yeah, and you have some flexibility. Like Ghillie Suit still isn't bad for support sniper, but the kind of burst nuke
10
facet is
seconds.
interesting too. I don't think it scales as well because the vision is a very important part of the
5
spell.
seconds.
Maybe the most important part of the spell.
Yeah,
Radiant's turn to pick.
it does a ton of damage.
Now,
Oh,
here's a
man.
hero that has been surging up the charts as well in safe carry or safe lane carry roles. It's Weaver for Grin Esports. And that's in light of other hard carries getting banned over there by Enigma Goon Squad. You have the Morphling ban, the Ursa
10
ban.
seconds.
You know, the only ban that they muster themselves is Alina,
We're
who
starting
has
in
an
5 seconds,
outrageous
with or
win
without.
rate in higher levels of Divine and Immortal pub play.
Yeah, there's no middle ground for Lena. She has a lot of good tools. An AoE stun, burst nuke potential, great right click potential. So if any one of those is kind of out of whack, if any one of those is too good, then Lena's pickable. Right now, I think it's the right click stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
Radiant's up.
We're going to see Jakiro, the twin-headed dragon, as the second overall pick for Enigma Goon
All right, Dyer's
Squad.
turn.
And Sandy Claus himself. He was banned out in that first game, and for good reason. Rumors of his death were greatly over-exaggerated.
Ember Spirit.
They are going to get their Ember Spirits again for Grin for this game, too.
Yep, and still kind of ambiguous with the Weaver Sniper who's supporting.
That's
Hard
true.
to tell.
You know, they did just buff
10 seconds.
Hive Mind, right? The XP one for Weaver?
Yes,
5
the
seconds.
slow is still very good, though.
Yeah.
It's an interesting pick here from Grin. This will show a lot of the draft, but it'll still kind of occlude some elements for the last pick.
Yeah, I mean, this is almost assuredly a Rhino Rhino. Rhino. It's a pun, like a rhinoceros.
Yes.
It's Rhino Ember almost assuredly, but
Yeah.
like you said, this will make some things start to click into place.
Yeah, no anti-mage to hunt you down this game. Not yet, at least. Anti-mage isn't terrible against this draft. There's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, sure. A lot of good targets.
I'd like to see some stuns. We need some stunnage, front line, and vision.
Yep. And exactly what Medusa provides. They will get that again for the second game in a row. Saw that first game and went, even with the anti-mage, Medusa could not be accosted. Was often the focal point of AM's ire, but
plenty of time to tell an
yeah,
announcer you love
ultimately
them, if that's what's
was
in your
not
mind.
a
5 seconds.
was not the showstopper pick that we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, just this draft going with the same Ember Spirit Medusa. Still ambiguous with the Sniper
gets the
Weaver
ban.
Medusa. Who's doing what?
Oh my God!
Ooh.
Now we got a different sort of angle. Okay,
All right,
we've got
Dyer
a
gets the ban.
we've got a core with a leash. Right, this is almost assuredly a safe lane Slark. Right, it's a mid Sand King. It's traditionally where he's being run these days. No longer the offlaner who's relying on Epicenter like Sand Kings of yore. There's the Axe Band from Enigma Goon Squad, by the
10
way. He's
seconds.
absolutely sick of seeing that hero, and I don't doubt them one bit. Also
5 seconds.
a natural predator
Dyer gets the
to
ban.
the Slark. Loves getting slapped by that little fish man.
Radiant gets the
Another
ban.
Huskar band, another Monkey King band. Very familiar bands for Grin Esports.
Yeah, looking to lock down the mid lane
Radiant
matchup.
knows just who to
They're
pick
saying
here,
the
I'll
Slark
bet.
is not
First
mid.
great hero
It could be.
Could
Saw
be.
mid AM last game, so we'll see.
It's true. Puck's still in the pool. Seen a lot of quaps too. You know, traditional
Yeah.
mid heroes. Shadow Fiend has not been touching any of these games, and they're gonna go with Outworld Destroyer.
Yeah, another good hero against Medusa.
Yeah.
Wipes out the mana pretty well.
They got rid of mana allergy, right?
10 seconds.
I think so.
Maybe they commuted that to a facet, perhaps,
5
but
seconds.
all of his shit makes no sense naming wise, because I think it's randomized every game just to be like some like obsequious dumpster or whatever the fuck they want to name it this week. But is that their mid hero, or is that no? It's got to be their mid hero. It might be Offlane Sand King. Forget what I said about Sand King being played mid primarily.
I don't know. It could be mid Jakiro for OD.
Support Sand King in the year of our Lord 2024.
Position 1 Sand King.
Oh, position 1 Sand King for Slark. Very good. Yeah. Forget what I said. Position 1
no,
Undying?
I think you're right, though. I think it's offlane Sand King. Sand King Jakiro or Sand King Undying. That sounds pretty aggressive.
Yeah. What was that Undying build that, like, I guess it's Rotted Mitts, right? Where you get the zombie on hit with Golem. You get, you rush a it's Moon Shard, right? What's the one that gives you, like...
Moon Shard's the attack speed. You can go like Echo Saber.
Yeah, Echo Saber, Moon Shard, real
What are we doing here? Great.
clowny shit.
Choose your hero.
Now this is spicy because they are turning Enigma Goon Squad's mascot against them with the Enigma last pick. I still have no idea who's playing what. Who's the offlaner? It's got to be a... Alright, Bry Guy Medusa, who played the Axe in the first game. No, sorry, that was Baby B. So it will be the offlane Enigma. Bry Guy on Medusa, Rhino back on Ember Spirit. It'll be JB on Weaver and Pixie with Tail, who played the Medusa in the first... This is a safe lane sniper. Okay, so it is a Sport Weaver and it is a Sport Medusa. Meanwhile, we are going to see a mid OD. It's Delahiba back on OD, or on OD, back in mid. Cleanermon on Slark, Chocney on Sand King, Lavender on Jakiro, and
everyone,
Ward is
stop,
optional on Undying. Back on that Undying. So what do we think of this draft, Snow? It's
Wow. That last pick Enigma is something big. There's no BKB piercing disables. You have a save with the OD. If that time comes, you have a save with Slark. if they're ready, but the Enigma's going to need a BKB. Intense team fight. Sniper going scatter shot. Wow, this is incredible. I'm ready for this 4 ranged and Ember Spirit draft to go against this run at you squad.
Yeah, that is a lot, but we are going to leave this draft screen for Game 2 of Enigma Goon Squad versus Grin Esports. Man, this is we're gonna see some big team fight clashes this game. Not like not saying that those team fights in the first game were anything to sneeze at, but man, much like that first game, it's gonna be a smoke out from Enigma Goon Squad. Grin Esports waiting a little longer to smoke themselves.
What position is this Medusa?
This is a support Medusa.
Okay. Cool, so that's flexible for them. This is a carry sniper, right? Toss one.
Yes, this is a POS 1 sniper if memory serves.
And a 4 Enigma.
No, this is a offlane Enigma, I think. Oh, the Dung Beetle OD taunt, man.
Oh yeah, the Weaver has the wards, so it's a poor
They
Weaver.
are.
Oh, boy.
They break smoke, and then Ward bravely walks uphill into 4 heroes, hits the decay, falls extremely low. There's a sleight of fist, and they will get cleaned up by that shrapnel. That is
Scattershot's too powerful.
a little harsh, I think, from Sniper. I mean, it wasn't the best play, but
Well, Sniper is a historic counter to OD.
that's true. I mean, OD can't get close enough to do that nasty, so.
Today in this fantasy forest land,
An interesting play here by Sniper. We'll walk back to pool, finish a Wraith Band, and I guess TP back to lane because he used all of his shrapnel charges.
Yo, bro.
Yo, bro.
Yo,
bro.
Mover, because you're carrying all of us.
That was a. This is going to be a position 5 Medusa, by the way.
Yep, I'm having some difficulties right now.
That's okay. I can carry this cast by myself. I did 6 hours by myself, if you recall, not too long ago.
They're back. See, Greg? I told you they weren't a coward.
Oh, was that you reconnecting? Oh, wow. Incredible. So yeah, we are going to see this Enigma in the core role with this position for Weaver. We're going to be up against Slark and Undying here in bottom. A mid lane matchup between OD and Ember Spirit. Now this is more like it. This is that classic mid stuff that we like to see, that we like to know and love. Meanwhile, up here in top lane with this Sniper with the position 5 support Medusa clashing up against the off lane Sand King and the Jakiro. It's already quite rumblesome.
Yeah, Scattershot Sniper is very rumbly. You have some of the strongest early nukes in the game, and you have charges of them. That's how the Sniper was able to get first blood. Looking for the rumbly, aggressive Medusa. I mean, I would love to run this lane.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's time for me to break out my Medusa.
You sign me up.
Yeah, I'll be checking out Bry Guy's build order. So don't do any clowny shit and don't screw it up and just take the dub.
Easy peasy.
I'm looking to learn. Although we have seen, in this Fissure Universe tournament that's going on in higher levels of professional play, I have seen some support Medusas as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chocney getting peeped. Headshot out now for the Sniper. And
Let the games begin.
yeah, truly. Oh, Morgan's grasped now with the snake follow-up. There's scatter shot. Like we said. Oh, going to Sandstorm away. Is Pixie with Tail a bad enough dude to... Oh, there's the there's the dust. A final scatter shot. Pops the Fairy Fire. Will live. A close call for the Sand King. We'll have to regen up. No regen left, though. Going through the last of those tangos, and now this Akira might not be in the best spot. Gets Gorgon's Grasp. It's not too long a duration at this level. They will slink away.
Yeah, and Shrapnel always has a 35-second recharge time. It's a long cooldown spell. It
It's
has
a
charges, but it's a long cooldown spell.
very long cooldown. A very clever pull here to prevent those creeps from going to tower, and that is something that is sorely needed for the Radiant side. Jakiro's trying to be brave, going for that Lotus, but gets got for his insolence, and now Sniper can take this with very little to worry about. Picks up a freebie there.
Yep, shrapnel leveling. This is old school fighty. Just dominate the lane. We've run this.
Oh yeah.
We've run this before. But you catapult off just a ton of lane strength into some good farming items, and you just become Sniper.
Yep. Maybe when I had a lot less gray hair and a couple less layoffs. In this mid lane, it is tough between the OD. Speaking about tough jobs, his OD is getting bullied. The shoe's on the other foot now between him and the Ember Spirit. It is a much different picture than that AM. Oh, missed that one down here at bottom. The Enigma goes down. The Tombstone committed, and yeah, even though you've got these little minions for Enigma, little Eidolons, gets got. Cannot take out that Tombstone in time.
Yeah, and Geminate attack is no longer an innate on Weaver. You have Weaver had to put a point in it to be able to get that extra auto attack in on the tomb.
Yes. Quick pause here now. From the Radiant side, it's a 2-1 kill score lead for Grin Esports. They're up to a 1K gold win.
Credit. Pause, please, PCR credit.
PC out of credit.
That's from Winter.
Shouts to Winter. You know, yeah, I got to offer it up to all the caster greats who've come before us.
Pause, please,
I stand on the shoulders of giants. Coming here doing my thing, you know, growing up, going through my young adult life, listening to join dota casts, be on the summit. May angels guide that studio home.
Mm-hmm.
Moonduck, the more recent demise. All those crazy
All right,
cats.
back in business.
It's unpaused now, though. We back.
Mid is perilous. I'm afraid for this OD.
Yeah, this OD is having a bad time. As the first null tally has been finished, it's going for this Witchblade next.
It's a null tally. It's going to be important to get some of that armor, but the Astral Imprisonment mana reduction, a lot of this mana manipulation.
Yeah. OD has the overwhelming devour facet. Oh, gets chained up. The Astral will save them for the time being. Gets oh, mana allergy is now on Astral Imprisonment. Huh, more you know.
Oh, wow.
Actually is pretty sick and far more debilitating than you know, as a sort of reactionary sort of deal. Nobody expects the position 5 Medusa gank at 5 minutes.
Gorgon's Grasp is a legit spell now. It's good damage and it's good lockdown. If you're caught out of position with that, you're cooked.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
mean,
where the idea of this support comes from.
legit spell now in that it's been around for like 2 patches, and it's like it's present. Does that do damage? Yeah, it does 370.
Never refuse
Incredible.
gold given.
Like, the lanes are getting controlled up by the sniper with the double Wraith Band treads. You can't tank those right clicks.
Yeah, I mean that dude's got a gun, right? So that seems a little silly to me. Look at that
There was
bomb.
one where Carry Muerta was good, and you would just go cores with guns, like Sniper and Muerta.
Also good. Yeah, rather than challenge the sniper in lane, Chakney here is going to opt to clear some stacks in the jungle, take the safe way, get up to level 4. Try to get those arcane boots up, but it's 3 kills to 1. Grin Esports still has that kill advantage, has the 3k gold advantage. Up. Hold my tongue. It's Enigma. Another Tombstone, another Enigma death. And now here at mid, Rhino going down to OD. Commits the Sanity's Eclipse, drops the hammer. A little slow on the uptake for that one. He just went splat.
There's a classic combo between, and that happened, Chop. Yeah, Sand King can't be up there. But OD Jakiro combo, classic.
Oh yeah, it's I mean, you get you Astral into Ice Path, and then it's sort of negates all the long wind up that Jakiro has for his spells, and yeah, it's like peanut butter and jelly. It's like Mars and or rather like Axe and Phoenix.
Yup. And Sniper's itemization, going for the early Glove of Haste, and the quick buy is Maelstrom or the Hand of Midas.
Oh,
We might try to see the Hyper Carry build come out from the Sniper. With this kind of start, you could go for it.
Yeah, you can get a little greedier. Not a lot of natural Blink Dagger carriers over there in, well, except for Sand King, I guess. The Radiant side. Goes for the Astral Imprisonment. Maybe this is to just lock up the ranged creep.
Yep.
And it is.
And Slark is a threat, right? You
Yeah.
don't want to feed to Slark.
We haven't talked about this Slark at all. Also going for this quick Diffusal Blade against this Medusa. Just good in general. Leaps in. Cleaner Man maybe a little off the mark.
Wrong. The
Oh,
body block.
oh, it's a huge Gorgon's Grasp though. It will result in the death of that safe lane carry Slark. And now, JB not done. Goes for the dive behind tower. Maybe bites off a little bit more that they could chew though. Commits the Tombstone. Takes out the Weaver. Timeline snaps. But now it's a black hole onto just one. But all these... the Tombstone eats him alive. It's not the best trade here for this Enigma. And now it's the rotation from Ember Spirit. Cleans up the rotating OD. It is just kill after kill. Both teams trickling in little bit by little bit. Meanwhile, top, Sniper gets his ritualistic murder on Sand King. Finds the Undying, and yeah, Ward goes down to that. Baby B gonna take the last hit with those Eidolons from the grave. I guess he's got a TP back.
Looks like Radiant's top tower is getting torn
Wow,
down.
Yeah.
huge fighting going down here in bottom lane.
Insane body blocks coming out from this Enigma player. Just destroying the Slark in the Slark ulti. And then following up with another body block on the Undying later in the same fight. Meanwhile, Sniper farming up, killing the Sand King, getting the tower, tanking, TPing back up there, but the Midas is online. Black Hole used, so that's going to be on cooldown for a while, and the Lads coming out from the Enigma. We're going to see a lot of pressure.
Don't look now, but
Yeah,
Radiant's
I mean,
bottom tower is
the script might just be the same from that from the first game. It might just be, okay, we're online, we're going to take every tower, we're going to tighten the noose on their carries, we're not going to give them the air to breathe. And yeah, you've got Enigma, you've got this Vlad's, you got this Sniper who's like super daddied up. Most of a mech bot now from Enigma. It's tough. Only a level 5 on the Undying too.
Wow, old school mech Enigma. I don't know if you have the mana to cast all your spells and use mech.
Yeah, it's he's hurt him a little bit. You know, he's still an intelligence hero, right? He hasn't. No, he's not. He's universal. Hold my tongue. That's my old man Dota brain speaking. He's universal. Presumably has been for a while, and this Undying gets caught by the Gorgon's Grasp into the Midnight Pulse. Commits Tombstone to walk away. Gets bugged up. Ward will have to.
Whoa.
You don't want to walk back into those folks. Still wants to be part of this fight though, and now Rhino comes in. Sleight of Fist chains. They won't have a black hole for another 30 seconds. They want to peck away at this Tombstone, which only has like 5 seconds left on it. That'll go down. Another Sleight of Fist. Flame Remnant away. Up onto the cliff, though. Do they know that he's stuck up there? That could be huge. He's got no mana to get himself back down. That mana will come back after a little bit, though.
Don't look now, but Radiant's
They're going to put pressure on this tier 2, but they're checking out behind the scenes. Another Midnight Pulse. Enigma has that black hole up. Gorbin's Grasp. Gorbin's Grasp? Who's
Gordon's Grasp.
Gordon's Grasp. Half-Life 3 confirmed here on MD2L tonight, folks. You heard it here first. Project White Sands all this time. And
It's a Japanese H game?
All right. The visual novel. My Black Mesa scientist can't possibly be this cute. Hold on. It's just a lot of poking and prodding here down this tier 2, and they might be overstaying their welcome a little bit on this Dire team. You know, Cleaner Man taking sort of snake after snake. Medusa ult now, and there's a black hole on eventually the OD, but that's just about it. Gets Astral, hammer dropped, and now the Sand King's here in the mix. The dust to reveal, and we'll find Rhino. OD on the deck, Enigma on the deck. The big team fight ults more or less have been committed. They will split, but there is the chase. Enigma, or sorry, Undying with that bug gnawing tenderly on his genitals. Finally gets it off. And the chase is off. You don't want that thing on there for too long, folks. It does horrible things to your armor and the glands of your penis. And they'll turn their eyes towards middle lane. A pretty even fight, all things considered, for both teams, monetarily. Another Midnight Pulse, another Flesh Golem. Huge pounce onto this Enigma. Will go down, but the epicenter, they are taking a ton of damage. They are standing in the fire. Sniper, I need to remind you, if you're watching it here at home, has a gun and will shoot Undying to death with it. Attempting to attack the otherworldly entity. Gets ice pathed up. Walks away.
Another charge up on the Midas. Maelstrom's finished. This sniper is going to be a big problem really soon.
Yeah, that farming speed is off the charts. Of course, you would know that if I had the net worth up. It is 13 minutes, and it is not even close. This man is cleared for takeoff. He is 3K ahead of the second highest person.
Look at this.
Oh, dear God. Yeah, and that is only the rich truly get richer here, folks. If you're AOC, if you're Bernie Sanders, do not watch, because it is... wow. Truly, Sniper will be the first one against the wall in the Radiant Revolution.
Kidding me? Sniper is always for the people.
Do you think so? Do you think
Yes.
Okay. I mean, he doesn't strike me as an autocrat. I mean, lore-wise, he had been an outcast because of an ill omen for his own prowess, which I don't think is, like, super fair. So I guess I could see Sniper being pretty anti-establishment, sure.
Yeah.
Is he like one of those anti-establishment people who like has like, you know, an apartment in Brooklyn that like his parents pay for?
Sniper, no way. Cardell ain't doing that. Ooh, where'd that happen?
It happened in bottom lane. Maybe be getting tipped by Rhino. He knows. Gets soloed by Chalky here. No epicenter committed. I'm not sure how that happened. Maybe it was a baby explosion?
Oh, yeah, with Stinger. That's going to be really good. That's a great counter pick, actually.
Yeah. Shout out to my goo boys in chat. Keeping chat lively. If you're a goo boy, please throw up some goo in chat. I want to see a chat full of goo.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Gooing out.
Shout out to my goo boys.
The rune of regeneration.
Wow, Sniper going for the most mature Black King bar I've ever seen in my life.
This is a level of maturity previously unnoticed in sniperdom. I cannot say.
Mount Olympus, like a mountain of gold. And have you died yet? No, you're 5-0-0, no assists allowed.
No assists.
You're going BKB just to say the Sniper's tired.
This cleans his own kills, man. Outrageous stuff. Because like, if you have BKB, how do you kill this man? I guess you could slit his throat as Slark if you jump in on him, but like I feel like he'll just get shot in the head. Like it's not a good exchange. I almost threw up in my mouth just now. I'm keeping it together. Trying to get some vision out here with that shrapnel. And Roche is the call now with the bug on Roshan's genitals.
Sure, putting Aegis on the Sniper too. I don't know how you approach a fight like that. He needs to be like deep.
Yeah, it's not good. Not so good for Enigma Goon Squad. But we'll see. They are not quite out yet. Of course, they've got options of their own. A well-fed Slark has that Diffusal Blade up. Is going to go for this Ags build. Gives you a couple extra pounce charges. Hoping to find somebody to pick off in the back lines. Some pretty good choices there if you can get them. If you can pounce on a Weaver, that could be a pretty quick kill. You can't time lapse out of pounce if memory serves. Definitely can't Sakuchi away.
And it also Slark has the facet, the leashing leech.
Man, Radiant does not have a bottom tower, and it shows.
It's apply stacks of Eshin shifts. Okay.
Yeah.
You get 4 for
Slark
free.
hasn't been doing bad.
Radiant's
Slark's
throwing
been
all
farming 1-1 and 2.
Yeah. Like, you know, this is a bit of an outlier for the sniper, but it's usually these safe laners that come away from the laning stage kind of sad. Again, Cardell does not. This does not apply to him. This little man with the gun is a free. Also, this is like pretty close to your set.
Yes. Yeah, actually really close. Has the McKean gun. Has
The Dia de los Muertos phase.
Yeah.
Can we showcase mode this? Yeah, man. Look at that.
One of the best. Really, yeah, good taste.
Yeah,
Good
man.
taste from the carry player there. Also a sniper picker. First pick sniper.
Oh, hold on. There's a big epicenter. Blink in mid. Cleans up Rhino on the Ember Spear. They throw the house at him. It's Astral Imprisonment. It's Sanity's Eclipse. It's Epicenter. It's everything. And now their eyes turn to Bry Guy on this position 5, admittedly. Medusa and no mana. Ice Path committed. This Slark gets his man. That's 3 on the deck now. Gold lead cut down to only 1K. Huge shift. Huge shift for our Radiant team. The Goon Squad proving that they're not done. If there's one thing I know about Gooners, they are never done.
They're not done. Sniper wasn't there. With Sniper away, they wanted to play. But now he's here.
Yep. Oh, wow. That's a lot of damage from Scatter Shot.
Yep. Maxed out.
Does that
There's a
scale with
talent for
attack
that.
damage?
No. It just does a ton of damage.
400. Oh, that's the radius. 400 damage. 300 damage is still pretty good, though.
That's good.
Does not have the talent for it quite yet.
Looks like Dyer's top tower is in some trouble.
Yeah. A nice aggressive smoke. They know that they just blew all the big team vitals. We got Black Hole. I'm just gonna stay on Baby B.
Dyer's top tower is really
We'll find. Does not have that Blink Dagger yet. Opting for a pipe to complement that Vlad's very mature stuff. Maybe too mature because their initiation. I mean, I guess they have. You know, Ember Spirit. They got Weaver. They've got ways to get in on people.
I think it's about time for a blink, though. It's only 20 minutes, but you're kind of stacked.
Sure. They're all just hanging out. A defensive formation around this sniper.
Yep, this is the siege. The gap is closing, though. Now that Sand King farming up a storm, with coming within about 2,500 of the sniper.
Yeah, and this is not a repeat of that first game for Rhino. He's having a tough time against this OD. It's been the target of a lot of aggression from the Goon Squad. It's tough.
It's true. Opting for a similar build. It's solid. I mean, Mage Slayer into Gleipnir. Good survivability, good crowd control. Medusa is opting to finish up the Gleipnir. I think that's kind of like a modern Hoodwink.
Oh, I hear an Epicenter, and he has committed onto this Baby B Enigma. Gets Sandy's Eclipsed just to finish the deal. It's,
not playing games with the Black Hole, right?
Yeah, with all those people around, they know that Black Hole is locked and loaded. They're just gonna slam the door on that hero while he's in a different dimension. Doesn't seem fair to me personally, but
They take the gold lead. Look at that.
just like
Against
that.
the Aegis.
Yeah.
It's going back and forth.
It's a ruinous Aegis so far for Grin Esports. And yeah, here's going to be a tower. You had all that unclaimed gold on the up. No, scratch that. That is the... well, there's still all the T2s. I didn't realize that 2 T2s had gone down already now for Enigma Goon Squad. That's tough.
It was siege down. They sat behind the sniper, went top, and then eventually went mid. But Aegis is running out in 3 seconds. Sniper finishing the BKB at the same time. Kind of a safe timing.
Yeah. Very safe, very mature. This, speaking of which, this Enigma has queued up the Blink Dagger for their next item, choosing these, like, the sort of trifecta of support offlaner items here with the mech, with the Vlads, with the pipe. All good choices.
Aura Gaming. Just looking to kind of buff up the Sniper, the Ember, help them be durable. I feel like the Enigma is still pretty squishy, though. Under 1,300 health, only 13 armor.
Yeah, they get the burst from the mech, but like you said, they're still couching that mango in case they run into mana problems if they have to burst everything. And, oh, the Enigma swarm. Could you imagine if you're the Sand King, you see this? It's like, I am gonna bust. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna bust.
I think he has a couple times this game, too.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Yeah, there he is.
Maybe he wants to slice. They see the
Yeah,
sniper.
Slark's gonna pounce in. Gonna get the bug, and they're gonna solo hold the Slark, but there's the Sand King in the back with the epicenter and the burrow strike to cancel it. Midnight Pulse out as well. That sniper, he's peeping. They're not respecting him. There's the hammer drops, and he's Eclipse. They're in on the sniper, though. Chalky, there's the BKB. A TP out with the BKB. Is it enough? It is! A mature, crazy TP from this sniper. Oh, man. When things go from bad, they don't go to worse. As now they are chasing. This is Medusa Atosing her pursuers. Gorgon's Grasp, and this Slark, he's all juiced up, has 39 Essence Shift with 6 permanent agility. Not done. Has the bug on his junk, doesn't care, pounces on the Medusa. Has that, the Fusel Blade to help deal with that mono layer. Takes out the bug, takes out the Medusa, and it's now 3k gold going the Gooner's way. But this sniper hated hearing that. The Slark, though, this is a kind of a clash of the Titans. There's the buyback from the Medusa. Now the Enigma is gonna go down. Sniper is hanging out. Whoop! Yeah, up. All right, we had a small little glitch there on my personal computer with the camera, but we're back now. Shakiro goes down. Now Undying is found and caught. Gorgon's Grasp is just off the mark. That cleans him up, but the Dirge, once again for the second game in a row, is ceaseless. He's back on the field. And yeah, more insane fighting, very even fighting from both of these teams. That gold lead, you know, it's looking less and less as now the core cadre of Enigma Goon Squad is catching up. It's still Sniper Public Enemy #1, but those core 3 over there for the Radiant side are definitely coming into their own.
Yep. I cannot believe that Sniper got out alive. Now 7-0-0. Skinnier team, BKB, CT. That's incredible stuff.
True insanity. Now has the Hurricane Pike queued up. What? Oh, Conch Grenade for the Shard after that. And then it's just all damage all the time, I think. Is this a casual Hyperstone? What's happening here?
No, I think the Mjolnir.
Yeah, there it is. I'm no stranger to a casual big ticket item, okay?
If you got the Maelstrom and the Hyperstone, I think you put it together.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Like, I know now. Thank you, Snow.
It's Sniper level 17. Not that far ahead. I mean, you have a 16 OD and a 16 Sand King.
What does this Ags do for this OD? Oh, it's the
shield.
The shield.
Oh,
that's... Yeah, that was huge last time. I was like wondering why he had this massive shield, and this is one of the more annoying Ags in the game, in my opinion. Like, really, really good survivability for lasting through these fights.
For sure. Just famously, you can't really jump and burst the OD. Kind of turns into a Medusa-like figure, but single target damage instead of spread out.
Yep. And does this Weaver have? Yeah, it's the Sakuchi slow. Skitter step. No hive mind.
Or maybe
And
for
you
friends.
collect
They
the
look
money
unpopular.
bugs. Yeah, that was about 130 gold there in bugs.
It's a GPM booster for this mid OD, and now a smoke. From our Radiant side, they're just gonna find the Weaver again. Throws out the dust, not gonna find anyone. Tact, like one of the, it's up. Well, we'll find the Enigma. This Sand King absolutely hates Baby V. He's stalked and murdered him several times this game.
Wow. It's kind of quite simple. No BKB and no blink to get away. You don't want to kind of blow Black Hole if you're a little out of position. Sand King really making it clear.
Yeah, that's 11 deaths for this Enigma. I need to stress this again. There are only 17 kills on the Radiant side, and 11 of these have been this Enigma. It's sadness. It's suffering for this guy.
It's a bit of a struggle bus. Free BKB. We talked about no BKB piercing stuns. That's not a concern if you don't have a BKB.
Yep.
You're against Jakiro, some good save from the OD. We saw the OD save the Slark in that last Black Hole. That was key.
Oh, I missed that. Wow. Big heads-up play.
Yeah, if OD's outside, he can do that save every time. And with the, is it the shard where you can move around? Yeah, you can just kind of walk out of there, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The shard. Not in the quick buy, but definitely a consideration.
Medusa has a Philosopher's Stone. Something in my head is not operating correctly.
Gleipnir first Medusa, just like my pubs. Love it.
The map is circled. The whole map
Yeah,
boxed out.
It's OD.
The Sand King's massive.
Yeah, the most farmed core on the Radiant side. Above the Slark, above the OD.
listen.
Yeah, we'll find the Medusa. You know, as impactful as last time, but I hear that ho ho ha ha.
Mega kill territory.
Is that a mega kill now for this OD? Yeah, if you're on the dire side, you got to start getting worried. Like this, Ember Spirit is not maturing the way that they did in the first game. This Enigma is just fish food, and you know the sniper is still a god made flesh, but there is you know, cannot win 5v1.
It's true. Let's be real. I think the Radiant is in the lead.
Yeah, pretty firmly now. 4K gold.
That thing is standing on its last brick.
We'll see what happens. Enigma working on the blink. I mean, Black Hole and
Don't look now, but
super
Radiant's
farm
bottom
sniper
tower is getting
is still a
obliterated.
combination for a one-team fight at any point.
Radiant's sturdy bottom tower was built to withstand
At any point, like you said, like
You can tell Dyer's middle tower
it's
is
not the
in
first black hole you hit.
trouble. Dyer's middle
It's the
tower
last
has kicked
one.
the concrete bucket.
I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna go absolutely balls to the wall ballistic if I see a 3+ person black hole.
To crack the game down.
Yeah, I need it.
Ember's going for the BKB too. More conservative, going for that before the Gleipnir. Last game we saw a hyper-aggressive Ember going for the Gleipnir, but no, BKBs are too necessary.
And there comes the aggressive smoke from Grin Esports. They're hungry for blood. They can feel this game falling out of their grasp. They need to maintain control. They crave control and stability. Much like a stable full-time job, although I wouldn't know what that is. They're going through the dire jungle. They have their eyes set on Slark. Do they want to capture the Fishman? He jumps away. His spidey senses are tingling. Enigma here in the front has the blink, looking to make a big play. Can he get it? There's the Slark. He thinks he sees it, and there it is. It's a solo hole right on the Slark, but is it enough? Gets instantly astral imprisoned. Not a very mature black hole. Instantly canceled. There's the mana allergy. It's going to get cleaned up by this OD. Has the Tombstone committed to block any farther aggression from this Dire team, but there is the power of that OD shard. Survives, face tanking that sniper who hits the deck, tastes death for the first time. It's no god, it's a mortal man, and now is the Radiant raining hell down from above, pissed off about how the first part of this game went. Medusa on the deck now too, and the Weaver is almost sure to follow. Skitters away, is invisible, is trying to juke, jive, it's not enough, found by Chakti, it's another invis, and it's a blind. Well, it was under vision, but it's a triple kill now for this Slark, and it is no question that the Radiant, the Enigma Goon Squad, are here in the lead very firmly. They're here to stay, and they're rampaging down mid and might even claim this game's first rags.
The shield on OD was just absolutely insane.
Like, what do you do about that?
You wait for that to go away. You disengage essentially.
Is it
Sniper used all
dispellable?
the damage and the Black King. No, it's not. And the
Wow.
Black King bar duration. The black hole was a little too aggro. Once again, the OD just walked up and said, "You don't have BKB. Gonna Astral Imprison."
Yeah, I mean, we saw all these like big tempo-y, team fighty items out of this Enigma early on, and you know, those were buttressing a lot of those early team fights. But now we're starting to see that, you know, maybe he went a little too hard in one direction. Maybe he could have forgone either the pipe or the mech to protect themselves. Has the BKB queued up now, but it might be too little, too late. Now it's a 10K gold lead, 22 to 14 kill lead for Enigma Goon Squad over Grin Esports, and yeah, what is the split?
BKB Enigma is never too little too late. If you have BKB Blink against a team like that, you can still catch one or two heroes. We haven't seen the Radiant try to go high ground yet. That's a whole different ball game, especially against something like Sniper Enigma.
Entirely different dynamics.
Oh,
Oh, this sniper is here, and he is pissed. He did not enjoy the taste of death. Takes out the Undying, takes out the Jakiro, and that smoke is, for all intents and purposes, extremely successful. Of course, the Undying is back because the Dirge is ceaseless.
the crit on the Sniper, raising that single target damage, a serious threat.
You know, that Daedalus queued up next. Decides that, yeah, I need that damage to punch through the OD shield. Maybe not as strong as he once was. Forgoes the Hurricane Pike. Forgoes the Shard, too. Yeah, just gonna go for the straight damage.
Yeah, it was wild. The OD just walked up to Sniper and just started chucking orbs.
Yeah, and
Just
like
a one-on-one fight.
non-dispellable, so it's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Download the HD DVD key? It's like, it's nothing.
Yeah, yeah. You know what you get, boy.
You know what?
That's enough of that.
There's one in this game, I guess, boss. But I'm not gonna denigrate him, not here on stream.
Some all-chat banter coming out about Monty Python lore.
Oh, shit. It was Roger, I think.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Look at this the net worth.
Bro,
OD
was
is
your
about
dad
to
a
eclipse
mover?
Sniper.
'Cause you're carrying all
Now
of
that's
us.
insane. Get it? So you said Eclipse?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love this. This is great right here. This is good, high-efficiency Enigma play. You just kind of leave your idol on.
We've
Oh,
all been
there's
there.
one.
We've all been there.
There's one. Oh, you better believe it,
Now
boss.
they're running.
I always got perfect micro because I don't play them kind of heroes. Meanwhile,
Enigma inching closer to BKB. Middle lane, though. You're making a play on Sniper? Oh,
yeah,
he's out of there.
maybe it's a play onto... Does this sniper blink? Am I crazy? No. He just ran back with his stubby little keen feet.
Yep. Sniper's one of my favorite characters in this game. Just thematically, gameplay-wise.
Great
love that
flavor.
little guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we love a little man with a big gun. You know?
Yep.
God bless America.
Medusa's going sheep as well.
Wow,
Oh,
second
great.
item sheep. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll, though, after Arcane Boots Gleipnir. I think
Right.
Rhino wants to do the Tormentor. Call it a hunch.
Some good shards.
Oh, great shards. Yeah, the Enigma one, is that the one that spawns an Eidolon on Maleficus?
That you spawn Eidolon on taking damage, right? Oh no, on Maleficus, yeah.
That's splitting image, that is the talent.
Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
These
Oh, he
Eidolons
has
will
that.
not
Look, it's
multiply
kinda funny.
further.
Looks like Radiant's courier just kicked the biscuit.
I didn't know that.
I'm not gonna lie,
With the
this
alt
is
tech.
Whoa!
not even a competition.
Weaver, that's not your side of the map. Boy, what are you doing there?
Drive a school bus off a
Sanity's Eclipse used.
If it's a tough game,
Don't look
you know,
down
you
on
gotta
Radiant's bottom tower
take the joy in this life where you can get it.
Okay, fine. You can look. It's kind of funny.
I think we got to strap in because this one's going to be a grind fest.
Yeah, it's still a 6K lead for Enigma Goon Squad. We'll plant the guild banner there. Buy their
At this
secret
point,
shop.
6K, 5K net worth isn't much at all. It's all about game state, right? Enigma is reaching a very crucial point with the BKB. Sniper is still a threat. Medusa is a way to protect your sniper through BKB. Like it's a save through BKB. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're screaming and doing stone gaze, you don't want to look at that lady, that broad with with the big snake eyes. It's like when I'm playing craps with the boys.
You see that broad Medusa?
I didn't, or else I'd be fucking stoned. It is great to break out on the mainstream. Thanks to everyone for tuning into some MD2L action in the middle of your week.
Radiant's middle tower is
It's
about
good to be here.
smoking rocks.
Too much fun.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is gonna go an hour long.
You think?
If Dire doesn't
Yeah.
haul
If this
ass
goes
down
59-59 and ends,
Radiant's middle tower is hanging
I'm
on
gonna
by
be
a breath.
pissed.
Then
I'm
I'll play 5 Medusa next game.
But I want to play 5 Medusa, dude. What the
You're gonna be the position on sniper.
I'm gonna be the position 1 sniper. Some Freaky Friday bullshit nonsense. Oh, and stop me if you've heard this one before. Sand King will find Enigma. There's the Astral Imprisonment. Pump fakes the epicenter, but there's the dust to reveal. We'll clean him up. Meanwhile, Jakiro in the back gets found. This Medusa taking some defusal shots. Oh, but Sniper in the midst. It's found. There's a big bash from Slark. It just gets cleaned up. No buyback. Huge stun through from Sand King. Weaver will time lapse it back. Rhino on this on the Ember Spirit will get away. A huge bash. Another. What is this? He's hitting the bash button on the Skull Basher. Check his PC. This is crazy stuff. And now it's a godlike OD. As a result of this fight, the Enigma Goon Squad really flexing after a rough early game. Let's check these grabs. I mean, it says it all. Down like 6K at one point. 76% chance to win. Now up 66% chance to win themselves.
You wouldn't guess, but he
It's like Slark has just arrived with the Basher extremely strong. The double leaps. Sniper was just in no man's land, chased down, kind of chased away from the fight. You can't start your fights like that though if you're the Dire, right? A messy fight is not what Sniper really likes. He likes things are organized. You can see everybody. You know where everybody's going on because you don't want people to like come in from the sides at you.
Yeah, it's, he craves that sort of control, that kind of power, absolutely. No black hole, that fight.
In that, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this Sand King at decisively at number 1, 5K above the next highest, which is the OD. This muscled out sniper. I mean, this is a serious problem. Why is this Weaver over here? This is like the second time this has happened. He'll get into this extremely specific spot here in the trees and just TP out. Crazy stuff.
Right, and the Weaver can be pretty reckless to make space for the team, pushing out waves, pushing out lanes, extending the game too. Because when the game's not going so well, you don't want them to just run at a tower and take it because you can't fight. You want to make the game a little weird, right?
Yeah, you could be lane cutting, you could be stealing XP runes. I mean, it might be a little late for that. Next one's at 42. But yeah, sheep up on the Medusa does change the calculus a little bit. If you can get the jump on OD or Slark before he can
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting
get rid of it, dispel it off with
I'd put on a hard hat.
what's the
That
name of the
baby's
spell?
gone
Dark
down.
Pact. Packed it off.
Yep. Oh, they want the Weaver.
Yeah, what else is new? Yep. There's this.
Oh boy.
The sheep and 5 hits. Clap. See you later. Beyond godlike for Dilahiba. Although he may
That's
have been
2
that.
minutes it's down though.
Yeah, right. That might be a lot for a position 4 Weaver. But
Yeah.
Weaver on the deck for 50 seconds. Is this the play
Whoa,
now for
bottom.
the Radiant?
What is this hero positioning everyone bottom?
Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know how these people got here, what they're doing.
Uh-oh.
Up, Diffusal Blade. He's forcing this guy to BKB TP. Bash? Bash? No bashes.
Whoa.
Used up all of his bashes in the previous fight.
He had 4 hits there, 25% on each one.
Medusa just no man's land. Oh, the counter hex though. Gorgon Scraps is gonna commit the Stone Gaze to get out? Question mark. Oh, the Gleipnir is off the mark. Yeah, gonna try to get some farming in. I like that. I can respect that.
Wow, that was unintentional. Forget
Okay,
it.
a little ring around the rosy. Bry guy, the second hex. They don't know about second hex, Sam.
Like Dyer's bottom tower and Dyer's historical bottom.
Gorgon's Grass. They're really making him work for it. Bry guy on this position 5 Medusa.
Radiant's middle tower.
Breaking some ankles.
Smoking rocks.
No way.
No, come on. Stop it. Blink. Come on. Guys, position 5 Medusa. Up, found, spotted, caught. See you later.
Okay, this
The
is
honeymoon is over.
Yeah. This OD hates these supports with a burning passion. What the fuck? Truly.
It's like that, Bob.
You know what the boss says. The boss goes. That's the Wolverine.
Got this Slark. What's the answer here?
That's a great question. It's got to be chains, and then after it's got to be the black hole. Actually, unironically, it's got to be the black hole. But it, like, you know, we saw what happened last time. You got solo hold, and it was a complete doo-doo handstand for the Dire. So
Well, you can't do that.
exactly.
Okay? You have to be
Radiant's
with your
courier
team.
has made one last run.
It's definitely possible
To
though.
heaven.
Yep. You just need like what Enigma players need to understand, and this is I'm talking directly to Jeff here, is that if you black hole someone and it's past like 15 minutes, you're not going to get any kills even though it's on 3 people unless there's somebody else to pile in some of the damage. Particularly if you've got Weaver, if you've got Sleight of Fist, if you got Shrapnel, like you are not an island. And speaking of this, what do you know? It's Sand King finding the Enigma again. He'll just blink out though like an absolute Chad. Gleipnir safe now from Bry Guy. Somewhere Weaver dies to the OD, and yes, the Enigma does die again. This time it is to the Slark. And when are we going to see this black hole, Snow? I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the end, the big one, as it were. I'm waiting for the big one.
The big one. I mean, I don't know. It's really good play from the Sand King saying, I'm just gonna stick on you, and if you black hole me, it's not gonna be good enough. So,
Yep.
like this feels practiced. It feels intentional. The Sand King here, Sand King play.
Yeah, I mean, by keeping this Enigma so far down, like the chance of them being able to just like one fight rocket ship back into this game, it gets lower and lower and lower.
It's true. We'll see though. It's Sniper. He is not what he. Well, the problem is he is what he used to be. He hasn't gotten a new item recently.
Yep. And now it's the Radiant with Roshan's banner knocking on the front door of the Dire base. Counter glyph. Roshan's banner is up still. Oh, this Sand King might be going a little too deep though. There's a Sleight of Fist, a shot out from Sniper, but these creeps are doing okay. They're safe, and they are going to commit this Macro Pyre onto this position. Again, I need to stress, position 5 Medusa. Sleight of Fist out. There's all sorts of fighting going every which way. Dust out to find the Sand King, and yeah, the Nemesis Curse is actually doing a lot of work. Oh, and there's the Black Hole, onto 2 with the BKB and the Ember Spirit. Sand King down. You got to punch through all of this bonus health on this OD, but they're going to be able to do it. The godlike streak goes to the Sniper. The double kill onto the Sniper. That's Undying, limping away. Rhino's pissed. He's like, it's been too good for too long for this Radiant team. I need more blood. Will not get it. A big 6K gold swing. It's a 15K gold lead still for Enigma Goon Squad, but it shows that there is yet life still in this dire team, Grin Esports.
Yeah, when did we see the biggest axe calls? Last game, it was the big counter initiations to save the cores. This time, a 2-core black hole with the BKB, kind of stopping the problems, but a sniper buyback. That's big, big, big.
Yeah, it's costly, and they got to get the most out of this. And now the momentum has swung the other way. The Grin Esports team rampaging down mid lane. Once they get that first barracks, will not get it. Will be repelled by that glyph.
And now Shrapnel has a 5-second charge restore time.
Oh my god. Are you kidding me? 5 seconds? That's insane. They just not. It goes from 35 to 5?
Yes.
That's insanity.
That's really good.
Yeah, particularly with this, Scattershot, right?
I think it's good with the other one, too.
I mean, 5secondsshrapnel.com, right?
Yeah.
Delicious.
Oh, great. I'm playing me some Sniper.
47 minutes! You said it would take an hour. You might be right. I may be crazy.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, I mean, the Sand King's still top of the net worth. Buybacks on every single person except for Sniper.
Oh, yeah, buyback status is big. That's a relevant one, though.
Yeah, it is the most relevant. I mean, we see what this Sniper does to these supports. You know, the Undying goes splat, the Chihira goes splat. These are not soft people. These are chunky supports. But it does not matter.
Soft people.
Not soft people.
Shout out to Succession. Great show.
Great show. One of the all-time bests. You know, one of the few modern HBO shows to really stick the landing. Oh shit, they're doing Roche. Huh.
Yeah. That's good. Who do you give it to? Slark?
Probably Slark. Yeah. Has the diffusal blade backpacked. Is that correct?
Yeah.
They're playing a little shuffle around. I think they want to give the Aghanim Scepter Num-Nums to Slark, but I think they screwed it up very badly. Yeah, they screwed it up extremely badly. That's awful.
What happened?
I think Slark ate the free Ags, right?
Ah.
And has an existing Ags, and in doing so,
He has sold it.
does that enable you to sell for full price?
I don't think so. Still $2,000 though.
Yeah, money's money, honey. You know, it's maybe not optimal, but it's still free cash.
Sand King collecting his creep wave bottom, of course, as his custom.
Yep. You know, I fully expected that to be Enigma.
Oh, top.
But
wow.
Dyer's top
Really,
tower
that
is
Sanity's
really
Eclipse,
taking
I
a
think, is a little too expensive to use on a Weaver at this stage.
Well, it's down to a minute.
Oh, since when?
Since that 25 talent, that cuts it clear in half. 60 seconds off of Sanity's Eclipse. You can get 2 off in the team fight now if you're a real baller.
That's incredible.
Now we're getting to a really powerful part of this game. Now the Radiant turns their eyes to the top T3 tower for the Dire. Grim Esports, looking to show that they still got the life in them to repel the Slug, the OD, the Sand King. And yeah, the Sniper, I need to stress, like I have before, still has that gun and is very, very adept at using it.
He's a problem.
He's the problem, I would say.
Indeed. Yeah, the Ember hasn't, like, the Daedalus Medusa is now kind of comparable.
Oh, Sniper gets caught with his pants down trying to snipe Roshan's banner, and all hell breaks loose. Takes out the Sand King, and now under tier 4s. Oh, it's a big black hole onto absolutely no one. An unfortunate little goof 'em up from the Enigma, and the Slark does leave. What a mess. The conch shot and the leap repels the Slark from the black hole. The fighting is not done yet. They find Jakiro outside of the base. Did not get out cleanly. And now, Undying gets up to the high ground. Gets out clean, as does OD. It is going to be a 2 for nothing. That is 4,400 gold going the way of the Dire.
They just went in too deep on the sniper there. You need like immediate follow-up with full BKBs if you're going in that deep to start with a stun.
Yeah, I mean, the idea, I think the Furious sound, you put down the Roshan's banner, that's naturally going to be either Enigma or a sniper objective. Whoever goes on it, you just throw the house onto that person. Hopefully it's the sniper. Of course, getting the black hole out of the equation is also good, but if you can get the sniper whole hog, it can't just be the Sand King. It's got to be Sand King, it's got to be the Tombstone, it's got to be Slark going into... but yeah, it was just not enough.
Yep. A little too deep, because I think the OD couldn't follow up. Maybe Blink was down or something.
Yeah, Parasma up now on that here Hurricane Pie to complement the sheep.
Yeah, Undying's hit level 22.
Damn.
Tombstone on death.
That's non-negligible.
No, that's real. OD is going for the refresher orb.
Oh my god. 52 minutes. Snoe Plaus, the
told you.
Oracle.
No one can go high ground in this game. It's
Deeper
impossible.
and deeper.
Like,
Yeah.
Sniper does not like going high ground either.
Really? I mean, you think he's a good sieger,
He
but...
can siege, but there's been a lot of times where you start hitting a building and they see you because you're hitting a building, and then you cosmically implode.
on a molecular level.
Yeah.
Big smoke out here now from the Enigma Goon squad. Remember, Slark still has his Aegis, so for at least 22 seconds. But and they will find.
Oh, Sniper's there. The
Yep.
hex.
Oh, Enigma, my poor sweet baby. He gets 5-shot. Yeah, drops the hammer. Gets shot, but there's the Gleipnir response from the Weaver. Oh, yeah, Sniper found. BKB committed. He's going to try to TP out. No Basharino. They will find Astral Imprisoned Medusa. Yeah. She will die, but some will get stoned. The line is drawn, though. Sand King wants that naked set of racks mid from the Dire. Everyone's got buyback now, again, except for Sniper. That's still on cooldown for another 1,200 gold. Oh, I guess it's off time.
Oh, whoa. Whoa. Yeah, that's surprising. I think it just came up.
Yeah.
Had to have.
Man, that Nemesis curse. I like that on Sniper. It's going to be on anyone, it's going to be on Sniper.
I don't mind the ninja gear. I think that's good too.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Waddling.
Yep. Ember Spirit. Feeling a lot of pain from those big orbs. Up, drops the hammer. Sanity's Eclipse onto an invulnerable target. It's a deep dive under the Ancient. This is no buyback on Sniper. Will die. There's the BKB. The black hole onto Slark. Is it enough? Sand King in the back. Gorgon's Grasp. And there's the special Macro Pyre with the Ice Pass on the side. It is enough. Ember Spirit on the deck. Enigma on the deck. No buyback from Enigma. No buyback from Weaver. No buyback from Sniper. Ember Spirit will buy back. But I think this is it. I think it's just cooked. Too much damage is missing. And there is the kill onto the hero. Gem on the deck. So that's one down. A buyback onto the Slark. Did get got.
Slark showed back up though.
Yep, he's diving deep in front of the pool. Gets out of Gorgon's grab just barely, and they're going for the kill shot here. There's the Gleipnir onto Slark. They know that these buybacks are probably down. A lot of these buybacks they know are down because they bought back in the middle of that fight. First tier 4 falls, the second tier 4 falls. They got to do something. There's the glyph, the Stone Gaze onto the OD. Oh, it's a splat. Goes the Ember Spirit. And it's going to be a dead Medusa now, too. Yeah, gets cleaned up. Good game. Well played. Gets called from Grin Esports. And with a huge counterpunch, Enigma Goon Squad takes game 2.
Wow, unbelievable. Wow. Just that last team fight, the series of kills and picks. Super hyper aggressive from that OD. And ended with 21, 4, and 9. Really standout performance. Great split series. Wow.
Yeah, just some really inspired play from both of these teams. Huge team fighting, incredible itemization, big plays, everything you could ask for a best of 2. They will split the series 1-1. Grin did take that first game, but yeah, Snow, over the moon with the kind of Dota that we've been blessed with on this Wednesday night here in Week 5. Where does the time go? Week 5 of MD2L, and the graph really does say it all. It was looking pretty grim for Enigma Goon Squad there at the beginning, but then, yeah, it was a rocket ship up. Once the pieces start to fall into place for Enigma Goon Squad, ties up the series. Check out these totals too, man. 47,000 damage out of the sniper. Okay, some like 4-digit damage totals out of the Enigma Goon Squad supports. Damage not necessary though. They had plenty of control, plenty of save. Undying did have that shard to save with the tombstone, and yeah, just a lot of control, a lot of good follow up for Astral Imprisonment, and that's all she wrote.
Yes, 2 great games back and forth. Well, maybe not the first one. The first one was pretty straightforward, but the second game was excellent. Actually, the first game wasn't as straightforward, right? There was a bit of a comeback at the end, which was fun. Yeah. But just a great pair of games, good manners, good play, tons of fun with you tonight, Doc.
Yeah, absolutely, and some good trivia in all chat too about Monty Python.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that'll just about do it for us here at Heckle Studios for MD2L on this fine Wednesday evening. Everybody, thanks for joining us. It was a blast casting with good old Snow. And I think that'll just about do it for us. We'll see you next week. Until then.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night. Take care.